And now here are some of the latest user-generated video submissions from the WinkSound.com community.
And remember, you could always upload your own. Go to WinkSound.com, hit submit. You could upload your own video, or you could send us a question, and we'll get back to you right away.
CrossMoore demonstrates how to use Pro Tools Sound Replacer to create a tighter sound for your drum recordings.
So the first thing I've done is I've already created a session template here. As you can see, I've created one track for a kick, and I've created an instrument track for Addictive drums. And pull this up, I'm just using the startup kit, the 22x18 Thomas Starr Classic, which is a pretty cool sounding kick sound, and it's easy to manipulate and change. And another thing I did was I went ahead and used my pencil tool, and I found the kick, and I went ahead and just marked that in, because ultimately what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be printing the kick down here and then exporting it as a wave. So in turn, Sound Replacer can use that to replace any unwanted drum sounds. So this is the first step. This is how I do it. If you have a more efficient way, by all means, this is how I do it. And pretty much I want to go ahead and record arm it, and then just start right here and go ahead and get this kick drum printed to a wave. And let that tail drag out a little bit. Okay, so, and it's on the grid, so we already know we can just trim the front of it off right away and pretty much cut it right there, because kicks really have to be punchy and short. And now pretty much Addictive drums is done.
DYC 1000 shows us how to chop and load samples onto the EXS24 in Logic Studio.
Go to I/O, choose the EXS24 sampler. Basically, we'll play the audio, and we're going to chop it up on each downbeat. So the next thing you want to do is go back to your EXS24 sampler, double click it, and bring it up. Go to the edit button. It'll bring up this piano roll. This is where we're going to load our samples into. Go back to our audio, highlight the chopped up area, and drag it into that blank area right there. It's going to say contiguous zones. We want to load that in as a contiguous zones, and that just maps it across the keyboard in order. Now our samples are loaded.
AcePincter explains how to create melodies from basic chord progressions in FL Studio.
We're working with chords, however, we have no real melody, so it sounds like this. We can very easily give some very interesting melody to this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a melody from within my chords. And I'm using the pencil tool. What I did to select these was hold both Control and Shift. Holding Control lets you use the box. Alright. Control and Shift lets you select individual notes, and it works additively. I'm going to select a melody here, and let's listen to it. And now, from chords, we've created a melody. And we know it's in perfect harmony because the chords are in harmony, and thus the melody would have to be.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed all these videos and that you find them helpful. Remember to always get in touch with us, Rick or Mateo at WinkSound.com, for any questions that you might have.
You can always follow us on Twitter at WinkSound. A lot of good stuff going on Twitter. And remember, for more video tutorials like these, visit WinkSound.com, the new social video network for audio creatives.